to tell you that your life was being put on the line right this second, and that your life was in the hands of some person you had never met, never talked to, or even got the chance to talk to them to persuade to them why you should be alive? Well, 1,000 children right this second are being put in that position. 115,000 fetuses are being killed a day in abortion clinics from women not wanting to have a child. That is 5,000 fetuses an hour being killed. All those lives, all those potential children just being thrown out the door. Is that right? I don't agree with it. Fetus comes from a Latin word meaning young one or young child. If Latins see the whole fact that a fetus is a young one or a young child, then why does the U.S. see that? Is it really killing, or is it not really killing? A lot of Americans will tell you that abortion really isn't killing because the fact that the fetus isn't a child, isn't able to do this, isn't able to do that. Well, I feel that the fetus does need rights, just as well as the mother does. People only tend to call fetuses humans if they are wanted. But if they're not wanted, they're a fetus and they can just be thrown out the door. Just because an abortion is now legal, people are going to say it doesn't matter and it's nobody's business but the person having the baby. But I feel that if there's something going on that's unjust, it is our business and it is something for other people to worry about. In 1977, there was over 1 million abortions in the U.S. alone. Just last year, there was over 40 million abortions worldwide. That's 40 million lives thrown out the window once again. It doesn't make any sense to me how somebody can just be blinded by that. The child's rights, I feel they need more rights and they should receive more rights because of the fact that they are a human, they are a young child. I do agree with the whole fact that the mothers should have more rights than anything else. But at the same time, it's a child's life we're playing with. It's not just like a virus, like a lot of people see it as. No matter what rights the mother may receive, like I said, we should not deny the rights of the fetus. Yeah, the mother's life will be impacted greatly by a baby because it's not cheap. It's a lot of time. If the mother is definitely in like college or if she's in high school, it's not going to be an easy task, but people do it, and they find ways. It was the mother's choice to have unprotected sex. It was the mother's choice to be stupid and not stay abstinent if she wasn't ready to have a baby. With everything, any situation you have, there's always consequences. And I feel that it's the child, like, don't look at the child as being, a screw-up, but it was her decision to have unprotected sex, which led to the consequence of her becoming pregnant. The fetus should not be punished over something it didn't do, because it wasn't its choice. There are a couple things that I want to come up on is the fact that a reason why it should be allowed and abortion should be legal, especially for rape, incest, basically putting the mother in danger over a fetus. That stuff is understandable, I feel. But the fact is, out of all the abortions in the United States, only 1% of them, 1% is basically rape, incest, or mother being in danger. All the rest are just women not being careful with having sex, not practicing unprotected sex, all that stuff. And they just decide, oh, I can't have a baby right now, so I'm going to have to get an abortion. There are a lot of effects that women don't think of before they go and get an abortion. Yeah, you'll read up about it here and there, but a lot of stuff you hear sometimes isn't that true, especially off the internet. But there are a lot of mental effects and physical effects. Physical effects, basically, a lot of times people or women have complications in pregnancies, in their future pregnancies. Also, in the future, there is a good percentage that you may not be able to become pregnant again. it's pretty high. It's pretty high risk. Also, there's a greater risk for breast cancer showing up later in your life, which is not something you want to have. Mood disorders are going to come with the mental effects. A lot of mood disorders. Ladies or women are going to get depressed. The fact that they think about what happened in the past and they start to realize that after things happen, what they really did. They're 5 times more, ladies that have abortion, 5 times more likely to have drug or alcohol abuse. And usually out of the 1/3 out of the women that have abortions are dissatisfied with the decision. And basically it comes back to haunt you. Just like anything else that you do wrong in your life and you start thinking about it, it's going to come back to haunt you. These are a couple charts that I had that I saw on the internet. And it was basically people who are, pro-choice, pro-life, all that. As you can see, this the little pie that we have here, 46% are going to be pro-life. So basically they don't agree in abortions. 47% is going to be pro-choice. So basically, it's the mother's decision whether or not she should have the child or not. 3% is going to be the mixed or neither. So basically, they don't know what they want. 3% don't know, no opinion, 1%. And then you're going to go over here. As you can see, most of the pie is going to be morally wrong, which is the orange. And they feel that, abortion is not right. Which, there are a lot of people, you'll either, it's usually about half and half, which is not, and then right behind is morally acceptable, which is going to be 38%. So they believe, if somebody wants to have a baby, let them have a baby. If they don't want to have a baby, don't let them have a baby. The red part down here is going to be depends, and that's going to come out to 8%, and no opinion 1%. I would definitely be put in the depends because I feel that there's certain circumstances which you should be able to have a baby, which you shouldn't. If you decide to have unprotected sex, and then it's your fault. It shouldn't be put on the baby. And that's how I feel completely. Right here is this is another thing I wanted to talk about. Is a lot of people usually they don't do abortions after like 3 months, and a lot of people agree. Within those 3 months, the baby's not going to be really developed at all. It's going to be a lot smaller. So a lot of people are going to agree and be like, they should be allowed to have an abortion while the baby's just a small fetus. And 66% come out and say that should be legal, and she should be allowed to. 29% say, which is going to be the blue, it's going to say, no, I don't think it's pretty much illegal in my eyes. In the second 3 months of pregnancy, so it's going to be after 3 months, 25% say it should be legal, and then 68% says it should be illegal. Then we get down to the last 3 months of pregnancy. 10% say legal, and 84% says illegal. I mean, when it comes down to it all, I feel that it is the circumstance that the mother is put under. Everything that you do in life, there's always going to be consequences. And I feel that if you do have unprotected sex, you should still think of all the stuff that can come after that. People don't look ahead. People don't worry about things that happen until it does happen. And hope that your view of abortion has changed after this video. And be careful when it comes to having sex. Make sure you protect yourself. Thank you.